Hi, everybody. It's Tracy Learn.
And Peter Murray. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Peter. Today is the Price Watch Day, and somebody has won some money, or not.
Yeah, well, the thing is, don't ask me what I predicted, because my prediction is almost $100 out.
Yeah.
Well,
and you know what? Do you know what my prediction is? My prediction is actually $6 short.
well done, Tracy. Well, I have to confess, I prophesied a price of 684 or something.
Yes.
And the price is at, what's the price now? 774.
Yeah.
So
773.33. Yeah, that's where it is at the moment.
Okay, well, Tracy, we're at the crunch moment now. If you check there, is anybody actually predicted the right price in the comments?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
I told you I was the closest. You guys are going to listen to me.
Well, we'll do the same thing for next week. So before we start, we'll do the prediction at the end.
Yeah.
But we're going to do the same thing. So leave in your comments. Leave your price prediction. If you predict the price correctly, you can win 1/10 of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
0.1 Bitcoin.
Yeah, excellent. And yeah, so put your predictions in the comments below. And mine was 780, so very, very close, but no cigar.
No Bitcoin, no cigar, no Bitcoin.
No Bitcoin for me. Anyway, so Peter, I mean, this has been a great month for Bitcoin. I mean, really and truly, this is the graph that you're looking at now is the entire month of November.
Well, it just shows you that, and we've said it. What did we say? We said beware of November because of the geopolitical factors. The US elections that just passed, and of course the Brexit vote. And this all put fire on the Bitcoin price. And then also, the government upheaval by demonetizing the economy in India has had a huge impact on price. And also countries where their currencies are having problems. In Nigeria, we've just spoken about it. The local Bitcoin price is $1,200. So people are definitely buying everywhere.
Yes, and in India at the moment it's selling over 900. But yeah, and Venezuela, I mean, in fact, I haven't checked that price in Venezuela, but it will probably also be high because their currency just lost 45% in 1 month.
And the geopolitical factors are continuing because the reason why the US still has a lot of uncertainty about who Donald Trump is going to, appoint in his cabinet and who's going to work there and what effect this is going to have on the world markets. So there's uncertainty. Brexit is going to have a court challenge on Monday in the Supreme Court in the UK. They're going to vote on whether the Parliament has to have a vote on Brexit, yes or no. And then the big news is the Italians. The Italians have a constitutional referendum on Sunday. And, it's a very significant event because a no vote could lead to a government crisis because the Prime Minister promised to actually leave office, to resign if they vote no. I think maybe, Tracy, do you know what this Italian vote is all about?
Actually, I don't, Peter. So now you need to tell me.
Well, in 1948, the Italian constitution was written, and the framework was very, very specifically written so that you couldn't have a dominant parliament to safeguard, the country against fascism. And but now it's become so gridlocked that it's very difficult for people to make laws. So what they want to do, they actually want to change the constitution and make it easier. What is the word for legislation to go through the parliament? At the moment, the upper and lower house in Italy have equal status, and so laws get trapped in these two houses for months, because they've got to be approved by both. If these reforms go through, then the Italian Senate will be stripped of most of its power. And also, the other important thing is that Senate wouldn't be able to bring a vote of no confidence in the government anymore. And they're gonna change the number of senators from 315 senators to 100 government figures. And you're going to get more mayors and regional councillors. So you're going to get more regional government. And the Chamber of Deputies is going to be the main legislative body, which is the Parliament. And there's certain where both chambers still have to decide. It's going to be on European policies, constitutional law, and election law. But anyway, so this is a major change. And the problem is, if it's no, then we're going to have a crisis, because the Prime Minister will resign and they will call for a early election. And and also early elections in Italy, there might also be a move towards getting out of the European Union. So these are all factors that are going to be watched. So a no vote is going to be disastrous for the Italian government, and people will hedge their bets with Bitcoin.
Now, the million-dollar question is, what do the polls say? Because we know that the polls are always wrong.
At this stage, the polls are saying that it's a toss-up.
Really?
But the government should win. But,
Yeah, like Remain in the EU for Brexit. I mean, for Remain, like Hillary Clinton instead of Donald Trump. So let's see what happens in Italy.
Well, also, what do you call it? I just forgot what I wanted to say. The Austrian government is also having elections.
Correct.
And they also look like they're going to get a right-wing government. So.
And France?
I mean, the France is next year, but the Austrian government is having elections now.
Yes.
So,
and so I mean, there's actually so much that can actually impact the price now.
Yes, that's true. So at the moment, I'm just looking at the latest opinion poll here. Is 53.5% yes to 46.5% no.
So it could go either way.
Yeah,
just don't know on the day.
Yeah. So.
And are they talking? And which people are they talking to? Who's part of that poll? That's the big question, because it seems that these guys always seem to get it wrong. They don't talk to the people who are going out there voting.
Yes, I'm not so sure that this is going to be. I'm not sure how big the turnout's going to be for this. It's going to be very interesting to see whether people actually do want to change the constitution or not. And whether they actually go and vote and stuff like this. But I think the Italians are a bit sick and tired of nothing happening, because they're struggling to get laws passed because of this. The government is basically in limbo all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, so very interesting times ahead. So in terms of, where do you actually think this price is going to go this week, Peter? I mean, it's now, if we carry on talking for another few minutes, maybe I'll end up winning that prize of $7.80, because it's jumped up $1.
Well, last week I predicted $6.84, so I'm gonna change my prophecy for this week to $8.04.
$8.04. Okay.
I like the fours.
Yeah, you like the fours. I think I'm going to go for $7.95.
$7.95. Okay.
I'm going for just a little under 800. And I'm not saying that it's not going to go past 800, but it might just go back just a little bit down towards the next week. But let's see what happens this weekend.
Can I change my price?
No, I don't know if you can.
I want to change it to $804.75.
Oh, $804.75. All right.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm entirely, that I'm correct. That I'm totally, on the button.
Okay. All right.
You can't make a Bitcoin prediction halfway.
No. Okay. So yeah. So this is what we're saying, and So we want to hear from you guys. Let us know.
There's a 10th of a Bitcoin up for grabs for anybody. who predicts the price next week. When we do the show, we're going to look at the price, and if your comments equal the price, you're going to win.
Fantastic, Peter. Okay. Anything more to say about the price and where it's going?
Well, I'll tell you what, we probably will be wrong. But the news is going to be very interesting. Geopolitical factors are dominating the Bitcoin news at this stage. You know, much more than adoption or anything else happening in the actual Bitcoin market. It's all geopolitical factors.
Yeah, because, you know, people are not wanting to see their fiat currency, their money going backward. And in a lot of cases it is. You know, nothing seems to be moving ahead these days. And there's a lot of nervousness, In fact, I'm wondering what happened to all that cash, because just a while ago, we saw that, well, rather they said that this is at this point in time, the amount of cash people have got is similar to the cash levels that we've seen at 9/11. So people are very fearful, and that's what they do. So maybe they're putting their cash into Bitcoin. I think they should.
We'll see what happens, Tracy, and we'll also be keeping an eye on the Indian and the Chinese markets over the weekend. If anything happens to the price, we'll surely report over the weekend. But have a nice weekend, and we'll follow up with our next price show next week.